This soup is vegetarian, easy to cook, and you will need pretty cheap ingredients. Let's prep it and check out in the end of the video how much one serving will cost. Hi guys, I'm Irene, this is the Stay Scrappy channel, and today I am prepping soup for the next week. This recipe is great because the soup will become even better after sitting in the fridge for several days. And besides, you don't need to heat it up, it's a cold soup. You can call it a soup or called borsch. This is a traditional cold borscht from Eastern European countries like Lithuania, Poland, Latvia, Russia, Belarus and Ukraine. There is a ton of variations of this recipe out there on the internet, but I will show you the recipe I use. It is a mix of several recipes. I adjusted it based on the ingredients I have here in the US and based on our personal tastes. You can also adjust the recipe, skip the ingredients you don't like or substitute them with other similar ones you prefer more. First of all, we need to cook potatoes and beets. Beets is the main ingredient in this soup. For 10 to 12 servings of soup, I took 8 medium potatoes, 2 medium beets and cooked them in boiling water until soft, checking with a knife. For this soup, the veggies should cool down, so you can cook the veggies in the morning and prep the soup in the evening. After the cooked veggies will cool down, continue with the green onions. Chop the onions with a knife. If you have parsley or dill, you can use them. Today I have only onions, so we'll do the soup only with them. Transfer chopped onions into a big bowl, add salt and ground black pepper. Mash the greens with a fork or a pestle until they are reduced in volume and the juice appears. Salt helps speed up the process. Set aside and meanwhile prepare other ingredients. Take the eggs and separate the yolks from the whites. 3 tablespoons of yogurt, or you can use sour cream. Mix well with yolks until smooth. Add into the green onions mixture. The whites cut into cubes or grate on a cheese grater. Wash the cucumbers and grate on a cheese grater or cut into cubes. My husband doesn't like the veggies grated on a cheese grater, so I cut them all into cubes. But the option with the cheese grater also works well. The soup will have more creamy consistency. Now let's come back to the cooked beets and potatoes. Peel them and grate on a cheese grater or cut into cubes. Add beets, eggs, potatoes and cucumbers into the yogurt mixture. Add the rest of the yogurt mixed with lemon juice. You can substitute yogurt for plain buttermilk, but in this case you may need less lemon juice. I already know that the soup will be too thick, so I add cold boiled water. I try not to waste food, so use this water to rinse a yogurt tub and the beets bowl, rinsing the remaining beets juices. I am just eyeballing the quantity of the water, but in total I added about 5 cups of water. Just add it depending on the soup thickness you want. Stir the soup well, add salt, ground black pepper and lemon juice to your taste. Stir one more time. Taste the soup, adjust seasoning and the quantity of lemon juice to your taste. Here comes my husband to taste the soup. He asks me to add a little bit more salt and ground black pepper. One more try and we add more lemon juice. Finally, the soup is ready. Stir it well, make sure everything is well combined and it's ready to be divided into portions. I use IKEA 365 Plus glass containers. We bought them more than 2 years ago when my husband worked at the office and every day took his lunch to work. But IKEA still has these containers and I must say that 365 Plus collection is good. All the items have affordable prices and the quality is great. I will add a link in the description box below so you can check these specific containers and the whole collection. Before serving, please refrigerate this soup overnight or at least a couple of hours. That's why in the beginning of the video I suggested you to cook the veggies in the morning. This way you will have them ready to prep the soup in the evening and refrigerate overnight for the next day lunch. Serve this soup very cold. Originally this soup serves with hot cooked or baked potatoes as a side dish, but we changed the recipe for us and just add potatoes directly into the soup. Also, as a garnish you may add 1 to 2 teaspoons of sour cream and a sliced boiled egg, but it's completely optional. For us, for instance, it's too much food. Check how bright and colorful this soup is after 24 hours in the fridge. Now let's calculate how much one portion will cost. Today I prepped about 5 quarts or 5 liters of soup. This is between 10 to 12 portions. Cucumbers cost 45 cents each. This is 90 cents. I assume everyone has at home salt and pepper, but still let's add 10 cents for these seasonings. Potatoes will cost about $1 for 2 pounds. 1 pound of beets costs $2. 2 beets, let's say, will weigh around 1.5 pounds, so the price is about $3. 4 eggs is roughly 40 cents. A bunch of onions on average costs $1. 32 ounces tub of plain yogurt costs $1.70 in my area. And let's add 40 cents for the lemon juice for round numbers. In total, we will get $8.50. Dividing this number by 10 and 12 portions, we are getting 85 and 71 cents respectively. Obviously, if you will buy ingredients specifically for this soup, you will spend more because you will buy 5 pounds of potatoes but will use only 2 pounds, for example. Or will buy a full pack of eggs but will use only 4 out of all 12. That's why it's important to plan the weekly menu and buy ingredients that can be used in other recipes also. So for less than $10 you get at least 10 servings of the soup. These are all 5 weekday lunches for 2 people. And I assure you this soup is delicious and refreshing for a hot day. Check the link in the description box below to save this recipe and subscribe to the channel to discover more easy and cheap meal prep ideas. And as always, do more with less. Bye!